You're going to strip clubs, aren't you, Mr. Vaz? Come on,
No,
come
Your
on.
Honor.
Come on and say it. You do.
I actually put it on my baby's life. I do not go to
The baby you don't even want?
When Harold walked into the strip club, he was looking for a good time, not a long time. But Rayleen danced her way into his heart and soon became his wife. Now, after 1 year of marriage, this couple is pregnant and they aren't sure they are going to make it through together.
She was on birth control and all of a sudden got pregnant. Knowing her character, I know that this was a conscious decision.
If he really thought that there was an issue with me not taking my birth control, then he could have worn a condom every time we had sex, or he could have confronted me and said, you are not taking your birth control pills. He cannot put this 100% on me.
Is Rayleen's unexpected pregnancy enough to end this marriage?
He's hiding behind an excuse because he's afraid to be a father.
Or can they stay together for the sake of their unborn child? Today, on Divorce Court.
Come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Rayleen Vaz and Harold Vaz. The two of you have been married for a year, and Mrs. Vaz, you have a baby on the way. Unfortunately, you do not want to be married anymore. You have some financial issues with respect to transitional support that you're seeking, Mrs. Vaz, and we'll talk about that momentarily. But before we do, I'm going to start with Mr. Vaz. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and how we got here today?
Good day, Your Honor. Today we're here because she's pregnant, and I believe that she got pregnant on purpose. At the beginning of our relationship, we had talked about having a baby later on in our marriage because I'm only 26, she's only 21. I wanted to be more financially stable, and she was on birth control, and all of a sudden got pregnant. I suspected that she had not been taking her birth control. I would give her friendly reminders, hey, have you taken your pill? And she would come up with explanations that she was taking it from a different stash and stuff like that. And obviously, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant. When you talked about wanting to wait to have the baby, did she seem on board with that, or were you a little concerned about her attitude?
She did, but later on, like her cousin having a baby, friends here and there having a baby, and she'd, I want to have a baby. That's what I really want.
She got the Jones for it. She just, the little babies around and get to smelling them, and Miss, well, you know how that is. You hold a baby and you sniff, and then you're there. It's Miss Vaz. Were you taking your pills religiously?
Every night, and I would just like to point out that I kept them on the side of the bed.
So you're not pregnant?
I am pregnant.
They're not 100%. They're usually like 99% effective if taken consistently.
I had no desire to have a baby. I'm 21 years old. I just turned 21. I didn't get to go out to bars and drink and party. And yeah, every woman, when she holds a baby, they're so cute and all that, but there's a lot more to it than that.
I wish there were more 21-year-olds out here who thought like you. Mr. Vaz, give me a minute here. Why do you think it was purposeful instead of a mistake or failure of efficacy? Why do you think she did it on purpose? Because you feel trapped, I think. I mean, you feel kind of like caught up in something, and you made all the right plans, you made all the right precautions, and here we are anyway.
Not only that, but there's other issues in the relationship. And knowing her character, I know that this was a conscious decision.
What do you know about her character that makes you think this was a conscious decision?
She doesn't have a job. I'm the breadwinner in the family. So I come from work really, really tired. I work over 14 hours a day, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays. And when I come home, there's stuff that hasn't been, she's there. She's at home trying to get a job, is what she says. And I ask her the same thing, hey, how did job searching go? And she says, I applied here and there, today I did 3 applications online. And when I look into the search history, no job history of job searches or anything, Facebook. That's what
All day
she's
long.
on all day long. And I get home and she's watching TV and the dishes aren't done and stuff. And she tells me that I got to do the dishes. I'm extremely tired. Mind you, I don't eat at home. So most of those dishes are hurt.
Ms. Baz, are you a little light on the housekeeping?
No, absolutely not. I would just like to say that I do housekeeping. Yeah, there might be a couple dishes in the sink, but that's because I bleached the bathroom earlier that day and I mopped the floors and I swept and I vacuumed. And I do his laundry. And I cook him dinner every night, so the fact that he says that he doesn't eat at home is unbelievable. And I would just also like to point out that I have yet to find a job because he has made it pretty clear to me that he wants me home. If he comes home and has to do dishes because I was at work all day too, I mean, that would just be.
He wants to be cared for.
And I understand that.
You know,
I have
if
no
that's
problem
the
making him
agreement,
dinner.
that's cool.
Just recently, since I have been pregnant, there have been days where I've had horrible morning sickness, which, by the way, I've been hospitalized 3 times for. Now, with morning sickness, the last thing that you want to do is look at a dish that has a food that you just can't stand to look at on it, or, you know, I mean, for him to say that I don't do anything, he'll sit there and he'll play video games and I'll actually get up and take the plate to the kitchen for him.
You said to me, based on her character, is why you believe she did it on purpose. And I still haven't gotten to what is so sneaky or underhanded about her that would make you believe that this just wasn't a failure of efficacy, a problem, or a boo-boo, an accident. She
I have
missed
an answer
it.
for that.
Well, okay, go ahead.
It's an excuse to not take responsibility. If he really thought that there was an issue with me not taking my birth control, then he could have worn a condom every time we had sex, or he could have confronted me and said, you are not taking your birth control pills. He cannot put this 100% on me. And I can understand we're married, you know, obviously we're in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
So I'm not gonna make him wear a condom. I was taking my birth control pills faithfully, but if he did not think that I was, it was his responsibility to confront me verbally and say, you're not taking them, we're not having sex until you take them regularly, or to wear a condom.
When divorce court continues, has Harold taken his controlling behavior too far?
He says he won't let you wear your hair down, that you must wear it in a ponytail, that he won't let you go to school. He said you're not allowed. Is that true? Are you considering getting married but aren't quite sure your intended is the right one for you? I'll give you my opinion. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Harold Vaz, who wants to divorce his wife because he believes she got pregnant on purpose. But has this situation made him see other women?
There are friends that he talks to beyond inappropriately.
What kind of things does he say? Mrs. Vaz, you say he is addicted to porn. Tell me about that.
Since I've been pregnant, yeah, he has not looked at me in a sexual way. He has locked himself in the bathroom for hours. I've had to go over to the neighbor's house and use the restroom in the middle of the night.
Mr. Vaz, is that accurate?
Okay, she is extremely jealous. She completely, I have no reason to be looking at porn or anything like that. When I say she's extremely jealous, have been instances where we're walking in the mall and I'm trying to shop, and she elbows me and she says, hey, I saw you looking at this girl or anything, and just making a big deal about, I can't even look around. Sometimes I feel like I gotta be looking at the ground. So if I go to the bathroom and I want to have a little bit of, you know, my own time, I lock the door.
Every night.
Try to get away from her, and she thinks that I'm watching porn in there. Not only that, but also...
So you just hiding in the bathroom?
No, I actually take a bath, and sometimes I got to go to the restroom too.
Yeah, right. I understand. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you go that deep. That wasn't my intent at all. You say he's controlling, and you gave me some examples that I found worth mentioning. He says he won't let you wear your hair down, that you must wear it in a ponytail, that he won't let you go to school because he said you're not allowed. You went to a fast food restaurant to apply for a job and he laughed at you. Is that true?
For the most part, yes. It
For the
is.
most part.
Yeah, for the most part, yes, it is true.
Do you not let her wear her hair down? Come
Your
on,
Honor,
be truthful.
I have said that I prefer her in a ponytail. I think that it's better. It makes more of her face, but I don't tell her that she can't wear it down. I don't know about that stuff. I'm not a girl.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Vaz. You say that she won't allow you to have female friends. Tell me about that.
That's true. There was an instance where a female doctor of mine called for an appointment, left a message at home, and she went berserk. Her jealousy was like, oh, who is this woman saying that you better be at that appointment, throwing clothes at me, telling me that I had to leave the house. Part of her jealousy, just like what I mentioned about being at the mall, and she doesn't let me
Doesn't let you look up. You got to look down.
She just thinks that I'm looking at women constantly.
Ms. Vaz, you have a response to that?
I do, actually. My biggest thing is that, well, yeah, I have hormones raging. I apologized to him about the female doctor incident. When she left the voicemail, she did not say it was for an appointment. All I know is that she left a voicemail saying, hey, I'm hoping that you'll still show up for tomorrow. So, I mean...
So you misunderstood.
Obviously,
you went crazy.
I should not have thrown clothes at him. That was beyond. But my issue with him having female friends goes deeper than that. There are friends that he talks to beyond inappropriately. Whether he sees them as just friends or not, that it's not a...
What kind of things does he say?
Good morning, beautiful. Hello, dear. I love you. And he's like, oh, they're just jokes. No, that's...
Do you use terms of endearment with other women?
Male friends, female friends. I'm a very affectionate person. I'd say, hey, I love you. You never know when it's the last time you're going to talk to a person. I've had it where I've lost a friend like that. And so I always would never like to leave on a bad note. I always say, hey, I love you.
When divorce court continues, is Harold finished with his marriage, or can Judge Lynn convince him to stay?
So you're done, Mr. Vaz, because of the baby? You're done? Do you think Rayleen got pregnant on purpose? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Rayleen Vaz, who denies her husband's allegations that she got pregnant on purpose. But is Harold far from the perfect husband?
He's taking money that he says that I don't have to spend on maternity clothes because I'm pregnant, and he's going and he's spending it on strippers.
Ms. Vaz, let me ask you this. You said in your papers, and I thought it was interesting, that you two met in a strip club. He goes to strip club, but you think it's a double standard that he doesn't want you to dance in a strip club.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't really see that one, but you explain it to me.
Well, when we got married, we sat down and we talked, and he said that it was no longer an appropriate job for a wife to have.
You can kind of understand him feeling that way,
I understand
don't
that.
you?
I didn't argue. I actually quit my job. I stopped working there. Now, I was single at the time when I was working there. It was inappropriate. You know, I was young. And would I go back and do it again if I could? No, I wouldn't. But I don't understand how he can go and spend money on strippers, frequently, by the way, but I can't go and dance. For me, it was just a job. It was completely fake. That's actual attraction. He's taking money that he says that I don't have to spend on maternity clothes because I'm pregnant, and he's going and he's spending it on strippers that he doesn't even know.
Do you go to strip clubs still?
No.
You're going to strip clubs, aren't you, Mr. Vaz? Come on,
No,
come
Your
on.
Honor.
Come on and say it. You do.
I actually put it on my baby's life. I do not go
The
to
baby you
strip
don't
clubs.
even want?
So you're done, Mr. Vaz, because of the baby? You're done?
I'm done, Your Honor. Because what about later on? She's going to sneak up another one on me?
Can I?
Ms. Vaz, what did you have to say?
In the beginning, he said that he loved me and he gives me the benefit of the doubt, and that's why he believed that, you know, he wanted to give me the benefit of the doubt that I was taking my birth control. So why can't he give me the benefit of the doubt that I was taking my birth control and that maybe, just maybe, I didn't get pregnant on purpose. That I had no desire for my feet to grow an extra inch and for my body to,
explode
grow
and
this
throw up
way
every
and for the
morning and
hormones
all
to
of
be
that.
raging. And he's hiding behind an excuse because he's afraid to be a father. I'm afraid to be a mother. That's terrifying for me. And he's sitting here hiding behind an excuse that, oh, I gave her the benefit of the doubt, she betrayed me, she got pregnant on purpose, all this. I'm sorry, but that's a load of just...
I know what you're going to say. That's all right.
When Divorce Court continues, will Harold want to hear what Judge Lynn has to say?
Mr. Baz, I'm going to say this to you, and I really, 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 really want you to hear me. Do you think Rayleen got pregnant on purpose? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Rayleen and Harold Vaz, who are divorcing over an unexpected pregnancy after only a year of marriage.
You are seeking $6,300, which you say is 6 months of rent at $1,050 a month. Because you say you need a jump start. You're 21, you don't have a job, you're pregnant.
I'd like to find a job. I want to go back to school.
And, but you need a jump start and somewhere to stay. Where did the $1,050 rental amount come from?
That's what we pay each month in rent, or what he pays right now.
Yeah,
currently.
San Diego.
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes sense in San Diego. Mr. Vaz, she wants you to pay her rent for the next 6 months once you leave her, so she can get a start and get a job and get it together. What do you say?
Right away. I'll do that, and I'll sleep in a sleeping bag under a bridge.
I produce
How
one
much
part,
do
he
you bring
produces
home
the other.
monthly, Mr. Vaz?
I bring about $3,000.
Mr. Vaz, I'm going to say this to you, and I really, 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 really want you to hear me. You're a rigid individual. You like to be in full charge and control of your circumstances. And when something out the way happens to you, you need to find somebody to blame. And that's what you did here. You have no real reason to believe that she is deceptive or that she had done it on purpose. You just need to find somebody to blame because something unexpected happened to you. It knocked you off your center. You've got a baby to take care of. But here's my thing. You got to take care of the baby anyway. You know what I mean? You got to pay for the baby anyway. And your sole thing is, I don't want to be with her anymore. Everything else you guys are talking about is so small, but you've got this big knot in your head about she did it on purpose when you don't have any good reason to believe it. And even if she did, there you are, here she is, this is what it is, and wouldn't it be better for you to stay in the same home with her, not have to split incomes, raise the baby, and be emotionally supportive to her? Like, are you supportive? Do you go to the doctor with her and all that for her OB appointments?
That didn't answer the question. Yes, he loves me. I don't doubt that. He went to me with one appointment. And like I said, I've been hospitalized 3 times.
Because I have to go
I
to
also
work,
have a
too.
kidney infection in this pregnancy. It's been a
You
rough
need
one.
to open up your heart, Mr. Vaz, a little bit. It's this, you're stuck on this one thing. She did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. She did it. And you're letting that define your whole life. Good grief, you're a man. Handle it. You got a job? Handle it. Your wife's got sense. I can see she's smart. She's got common sense. You got a good thing here. Don't let that one thing just tear your family asunder. But if you do it, if you do leave her, if you're that small, if you can't take it, if you're not man enough, you will do so without $6,300, which she's going to have to pay to have rent for 6 months. $6,300 in favor of Ms. Maz. If you, in fact, leave her, I think it's cheaper to keep her. You ought to give it a try. This matter is adjourned.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
After divorce court, Rayleen spent some time with her family away from Harold, but the couple decided to stick it out and work on the marriage for the sake of their child, and now are looking forward to bringing a new life into the world.